Yeah, you do.
No,
You be dancing to that.
I'm not dancing to that.
You be liking that.
Okay.
That's not hip hop. That's
If
R&B
you think
shit.
that I'm dancing to that, we can meet in the club tonight and you see that I'm dancing.
Nah, I'm sure you ain't dancing to nobody likes Gyro on the stage now. Can't even get a show. He's finished, because I said he's finished. Shady, Aftermath.
I hope that.
That's what's up.
But you said some people are upset and now they're creeping up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they changed their mind. They totally changed their mind. Now it's like,
So this business.
I was upset, but now can we make a record?
Yeah,
It's cool, you know.
I mean, you mentioned that you invested the $5,000 in crack.
Yeah.
So, and you said before you made music, you were selling crack. So, it is okay if I say you were a gangster back then. You did it. You had it.
Well, I was doing whatever I could do to get by.
Yeah, but it's like a criminal life.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you have learned in that criminal life, is that good to know it? Because now you're in the music business
it's
and
crazy.
everybody is saying it's also like,
It's absolutely, it's the same thing.
business.
It's not even, you know what it is? It's like, everybody's in their best interest. It's business. You know what I mean?
very egocentric.
And because of that, you know, being in an environment where, like, when you're hustling, everybody's on their own best interest. I think the consumers are exactly like what I dealt with as fiends in my neighborhood. They buy from whoever has something good. You know, so consistency, when I say consistency is the key to all success, I'm saying if you consistently have some good product on the market, people are gonna buy it from you. This is what I learned in the street. So I maintain my presence on the street even when my album is out and they know all the words to my album because they've been playing it a million times. I give them new music to learn until I give them a whole new album.
Is that meaning that your dope was the best dope on the street?
Sometimes.
If you compare the music business to the criminal business, are there similarities?
A lot of similarities. It's almost exactly the same. It's exactly the same business. It's just a different product. Instead of selling drugs, we're selling music.
And what is better, the music business?
It's always better to be doing something this is positive. It's more positive. You ain't hurting nobody in this situation. You're selling music instead of selling a drug to someone. They hurting themselves. But believe me, if I ain't there to sell it, but it's still being sold now. There's always gonna be someone new there to sell it to them. There's always gonna be a new situation there, because that's necessary. These people are trying to escape what they have to go through in their lives every day by getting high at that point.
In which business are you earning more money?
In the music business.
Really?
Yeah, man. I gotta show you the new house I'm buying. It's rooms for everybody.
Yeah, if I take a look at this hotel, man, I was at a lot of hotels.
This hotel is nice.
A lot of artists, but I never saw something like that. This is like, yeah.
It's weird. The house look almost like this.
I know. About the same size anyway. Seriously.
What is that exactly meaning? They giving you beats or what?
Dre my album is a different situation. See, the G Unit.
You're doing
setup
everything on your own in G
is
Unit.
different, yeah. You know, so I run that shit. But Dre and M, I'm the guy in between Dre and M. My deal is with Shady Aftermath. I'm the only guy that I have no label mates. I have M's label, which is OB Trice and D12. And I have Dre's label, which is Brooklyn, Game, Joe Beast. And they are, like, you know, that's Dre's, that's M's, and I'm cool with everybody, but I'm the guy that's signed in between them. There's nobody else on Shady Aftermath.
So it's like in the video that, you know, both are...
Yeah, like on a couple of Double XL, I'm the guy that sits in between M and Dre.
Interesting.
You know, that's where the pressure is there. You're sitting in between. Dre's a legend, and M's phenomenal. So when you sit right there, you gotta come to bat. Like, you gotta come with something. Like, you can't just be regular. You gotta put out the kind of records that stay playing and people really enjoy this record. Now, how do you do that? Once you got a hit record, so what? You got one, and then another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. And the only way you can prevent the pressure is to continue working. If you continue working and you always got new material and you got something you like it, yeah, this is hot. Listen to this, y'all. And you always got something new, then the pressure is not really on you as much. You fall back, you want to pat yourself on the back. I'm enjoying myself, this is a hit. I'm bad, I want some champagne, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then you stuck. You don't know where to start for your next record.
No,
Yeah,
I heard that
crazy,
DJs.
man.
I heard that DJs played that tune 5 times a night
Straight.
in a club.
No, right behind each other, like in a row.
And then 5 times again.
What do you think is the reason for that success?
I think it's your work ethic is gonna say everything about you. I think if you come out as an artist, no matter how effective you are with your presentation, your appearance,
So you,
whatever it is,
is a lot about image or not?
of course. People look at you, and or about who you are. When you say image, image is something that you can kind of conjure up an image. You can say, well, this is what I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? The image, that's not like what we do here. This is more of where we come from already. So it's just really talking about the experience and how it is. Like what makes my music so effective in the state in that environment is they know. When I say to you, when I sit here and I talk to you, like they look at it and they'll go, yeah, that's true. What he's saying is true. On the record, they'll listen to the records and say, that's true, that's true.
I remember that.
I remember when that happened, what he's talking about, you know, and like even that's the only way you can continue to come up with so much material is if you're really using the real situations that are happening around you, or if you don't do that, then where you gonna come up with? You'll run out of concepts. My imagination is very vivid. I can look at a young lady walk across this room, she got the white dress on, I can almost feel her touching me. If I close my eyes, I can feel her touching me. You know? So I can do different things as far as my imagination, but it's not really necessary for me to come up with the right records. I think the only music that people will actually ID with me with is gonna be something that comes from a true experience.
Do you think that people are, it's something like they are laughing about your jokes, but in the same time they are afraid of you?
I think so. I think when I come into a room, I adjust for the people that are there. Like, I think that they kind of feel like my experiences, because they know it's not an act, they know this is true, that my experiences could have hardened me to the point that I don't have a sense of humor at all. Like, they could think that I come in and just be like, look at them like, are you crazy? Like, you know, like I'll do something to them. And that's what made people afraid of taking us on when I got dropped from Columbia. They heard the music. I had Wangster, we played Wangster. We had a deal with Warner Brothers, Capitol, Universal, J Records, Jive Records, Capitol, MCA. Everybody that you can think of, we've been to see them. And they would throw a number and fall back because they're like, a lot of these companies weren't conditioned to actually market me as an artist. And then they say, how do you explain to him he's not gonna do well and it's not his fault? Because the music is there and they're playing it on the street and everybody loves it, but we can't sell a record. Because we don't even have a staff at this point. We just fired the whole, you know what I mean? Like we cleaning the house, revamping our staff and putting new people in. How do we explain it to this guy when he has, this is it? You know, so it makes them afraid to do business with you because you know what? That's like if you tell me you got a piece of paper and look, well, we have a contract and this is what it says, you know? Like you could go ahead and give me one of those and then I can go ahead and tell you, well, you know, well, yeah, you do got the contract, but I got guys downstairs that are gonna stab you so you're gonna an intensive care unit as soon as you walk out of the building. And they'll look and go,
Okay.
forget about this contract because the idea of being in an intensive care unit doesn't sit well with them. You know, they could deal with certain things But when they confronted with the situations that really in hand, that's their defense. Look, well, I got this piece of paper, and you signed it.
Yeah.
You know, so then you tell them your defense.
So Eminem and Dre got the balls to sign you.
Absolutely. M is like, God, he's crazy. He has a lot. I got a lot of respect for him. Like he doesn't care. Like, if he likes it, that's what it is. And it's gonna go like this because I said it's gonna go like this. He kind of has a lot, like that character that I'm telling you about. That like I feel like things should kind of go my way. Is kind of he has the same character. You know, like there is a part of that in him that says, you know what? I don't care what everybody else is saying, because other people are going, oh no, he's gonna be trouble. You know, like he's gonna. You're buying a problem when you sign 50 Cent, because he's out of control. Like how you can't tell him what to do.